To zní chutně. Ježiš. Aha. Ne? Sem. Děkuji. Auto, hen. Ti už tady nejsou ti dva. Ale Einstein. Jo, hele, když dvakrát kliknu, tak on běží, super.
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
To bylo všechno?
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
No fakt. Tak to je výkon. No nic, tak jdem asi... Ježišmarja. Tak jdem asi dovnitř, no. Hele, Emmet.
Don't touch those. These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Papa, Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
Emmett Brown, but I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact. Naturally, h2 of a multiplied by the inversion of h has to come out less than expectation value of a, right?
Stůj, já si chci s tebou promluvit.
Or do we take h to stand for the Hamidian lineup?
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
No.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party of the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
Dobrý.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer, or soda. What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science.
Kecáš.
Mass times acceleration.
Emmete, kecáš.
Wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about
Tak
me.
to je výmluva roku.
Wrong.
To je výmluva roku. Přesně tak, taky bych kroutil hlavou. Ještě něco, nebo? Emmet.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Come on, you can trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character!
Huh? No. Jo, dobrý. Emmet, ne! Tak já nevím, tak ještě počkám třeba. Můžu jít za ním?
I better not. Those lawyers sound kind of nasty.
Nasty.
Well, no.
Ale už, stůj! Emmete, nemůžu kliknout.
Just give me a chance.
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it.
Dobrý, no, jako co?
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr.
Corleone.
Corleone.
Já to můžu říct všechno, jo? Tak ještě jen.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it.
No nic, no, tak jakože... Tak asi si jdu popovídat s jeho starším já. Se starším reálným já. Co mám s jeho mladším taky reálným já dělat. Tak pozor, teď se tady proklikám. Běž! Co stojíš? No, přes přechod, správně. Jako správný občan. Jo, dobrý. Tak to klikání funguje jenom když mám cíl. Držím pravý tlačítko. Jail window.
Psst, Doc!
Marty!
Have you found my younger self yet?
Well, I met your younger self.
Great.
He's an
I gotta say,
idiot.
you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Oh, Father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections. So I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It
To je
sucked a
přesně.
lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him. But right now, my younger self probably thinks you've been sent by my father to check up on me.
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure.
To jsi mě pomohl.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... the Hill Valley Expo!
No jistě!
Expo?
To je přece jasný úplně.
How could I have forgotten? In a few months, younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number
Zkusil
of
jsem ten
noted
mikrofon
inventors who
zakryt a
shaped my
udělat, no ale...
career.
Jestli jste to slyšeli, tak se omlouvám.
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure. One which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated to the law.
It's a facade, I assure you. I had to keep up appearances to appease my father.
No.
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
Psst, Doc!
Marty!
Where have you been all this time? I missed you.
I've missed you too, Marty, but I thought it was important to let you live your own life for a while, free from the insanity of time travel.
I gotta admit, it was nice to not have my family history blowing up in my face for a few months.
Besides, I've been busy raising my own unpredictable teenagers.
So how are Clara and the kids?
Aha, tak on je tak to byl asi... Já jsem totiž trojku moc neviděl, trojku jsem viděl, tak já nevím, když jsem byl malý ještě. A jenom jednou. Takže asi se ve trojce oženil.
Me and Jennifer in 2011?
Oh, forget I said anything.
Where did the DeLorean come from? The last time I saw it had been smashed to pieces by a train.
It's a fantastic story. Do you remember when the DeLorean got struck by lightning in 1955?
Yeah?
Unbeknownst to either of us, the lightning produced a temporal duplicate of the time machine, one that was tossed 70 years into the future.
What?
I found out about it during a trip to 2025 and recovered it just in time to stop Griff Tannen from vandalizing the time stream.
Heavy. So that DeLorean...
It's for all intents and purposes the exact same machine as the original. Plus or minus little bells and whistles I've added over the years, of course.
So, what were you doing in 1931 anyway?
Oh, nothing terribly exciting. Indulging in a little personal nostalgia, picking up a few rare out-of-print books to surprise Clara on her birthday, solving a historical mystery or two. The usual.
You lead a pretty unusual life, Doc.
It's an unusual universe, Marty.
I hate to tell you, Doc, but your last time departed display is on the fritz.
It is? So how did you find me?
I found one of Edna Strickland's shoes in the DeLorean.
How did one of her shoes get in the DeLorean?
Einstein took it from her.
He did? How strange. Heidi almost never attacks people. Not without a good reason, anyway.
To bych to vím, no a když se mám zeptat, tak se
During my
ptám.
trip to the past, I decided to look into one of Hill Valley's unsolved mysteries.
The fire at the speakeasy.
Exactly. I thought I was safely hidden across the street. But when the fire started, there was a tremendous explosion, and I was knocked unconscious by a stray brick. When I woke up, I was here in jail, charged with arson.
That's horrible.
I know. Worse yet, I still don't know who started the fire.
Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen? My grandfather.
No!
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or anything.
Good.
I wish I could, though. This era's Tannen is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry. If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kit Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
What's the story with this kid Tannen jerk anyway?
Biff's father? By this time next year, he'll be pulling down a life sentence in San Quentin. There was even a song about it.
Wait, if Biff will be born in 1938, and Kid will be in prison...
As I recall, he escaped from prison in 1937 for about 3 hours.
That's a busy 3 hours.
No kidding.
What do you know about Edna Strickland?
Edna, we never really
nějakou komentovat,
socialized.
ale já to
She was
cenu.
a few years older than me, and we traveled in different socio-economic circles. Why do you ask?
She thinks you're a hero for burning down that speakeasy. She's doing a story on you.
A story? Oh, yes, now I remember. Ask Edna, the etiquette column that doubled as a pro-temperance soapbox. She believed that the consumption of alcohol would inevitably lead to a complete societal breakdown.
Sounds like a fun gal.
You should have seen her when the hippies started showing up in the 60s. She just about lost her mind.
That would explain a lot.
Jo no, protože ona ho fakt ztratila. I found your
Really
notebook.
isn't the right time or place, but I found your notebook.
Ah, so that's where I left it. Why'd you bring it here?
Because the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They can't do that.
Ale
That's what I
můžou.
keep trying to tell him.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. We'll deal with my financial situation in 1986 after we save me from a grisly death in 1931.
Tak jo. Tak s bohem, doktore, no. Teda
Not the
profesore.
best choice of words,
Jdu
Marty.
pryč, nashledanou. Zítra budete zastřelen. Ne, dobře, no, tak musím asi vyřešit, jakože co si mu mlátem. Edmund z roku... Emmet, teda. Edmund. Emmet z roku 31, musím to asi nějak vyřešit, nebo si to zapamatovat, nebo něco takového. Ale tady jde. Emmete.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Ale ani jedním z těchto dvou možností to neudělal.
Emmett, about your...
Don't say it.
Don't say it. Tak já nevím, tak... Číslo asi nic. Diktafon? Možná? Poznámky, že bych to zapsal, ale nemám nic napsaní, no a možná bych mu mohl ukázat fotku svého otce, on se lekne a vybalí to. Ne, tak asi to zkusím natočit. Jo, dobrý. Tudududum.